Hi, my name is Russell Peterson, and today I'll be doing a compare and contrast on Medicare versus Medicaid. Basically a brief description. Both are basically just healthcare coverages that are funded by the government. Medicaid is typically used for people with lower income versus Medicare, which is typically used by people who make an average living. And yeah, that's pretty much just the difference more so between the two. To get a little deep dive more on Medicare, Medicare is it's a federal program that mainly focuses on people aged from around I'd say 60 and older, 65 and older, around that age, regardless of income when it comes to Medicare. And for some younger people with disabilities or specific diseases and stuff like that, it covers their hospital stays and the patient services and stuff like that, and their prescription and drugs. That's pretty much what Medicare overall covers for people that can afford to pay for that. And then Medicaid is it's a state federal program that basically it's for low income people and individuals and families, pretty much. So the to be eligible for that, I'm not quite sure. I just know you have to be on that low income margin. But that's really the difference. Is just Medicare is for people who can afford to pay for Medicare, and then Medicaid is people who need financial help and help from the government to pay for health insurance and stuff like that. So because I know Medicaid covers a vast range of places and stuff, services, and I know that covers your hospital stays, doctor visits, your long-term care, and I think some you can work out some way, because sometimes they do cover your dental and vision care. So those are the benefits of that and stuff, all that. But the scope of the programs, that's one of the questions. Yeah, scope of the programs. Medicare is so for Medicare, it's a national program with the same benefits and eligibility requirements across all the United States. Medicaid is just basically really I think both states and federal programs, meaning it has national guidelines, but the states are very flexible with it. So there's a lot you can do with it when it comes to determining eligibility and coverage. So I know in Alaska, that was the one. In Alaska, the state administers the program with federal oversight. So that's just to put the nail on the coffin for that one. But next was differences and how they fill gaps. So the way they fill gaps with Medicare, since it provides a broad healthcare coverage for mainly seniors and some disabled individuals, but it might not cover long-term care dental, long-term care, dental, vision, or hearing aids. They don't really cover all that. But when it comes to Medicaid, they provide comprehensive coverage for low-income individuals, including long-term care. So with which Medicare all that, which Medicare does not cover, they don't cover all that. Medicaid can also help cover the cost that Medicare beneficiaries might struggle with, long-term care and out-of-pocket expenses. But usually, if someone if I were to say someone doesn't qualify for either program, they might struggle to afford necessary medical care, leading to financial strain and potentially unmet health care needs. So they might actually have to rely on private insurance, and which that can get expensive depending on who you use and stuff like that for private insurance. But there's also the option that you could go without any necessary care, but I would highly suggest that you do find some way of health insurance, either whether that be Medicare or Medicaid. I know both are really needed in today's society, and those two would really just either or really would be very beneficial to anybody. So that's pretty much the difference between Medicare and Medicaid. One is for the low income people, and then one is for people who can afford it. And yeah.